Now, one of the things that shocked a lot of people at a recent celebratory party for the current British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, yes, as I say, current British Prime Minister, was this. Not the fact that Sir Elton John was seen on camera tinkering the ivories, and doing a splendid job. I'm sure that was all for free and that wasn't out of party funds. 100% sure about that. But what's interesting, I find, is the fact that then later on in that party, we saw this gentleman, the doyen of musical theatre, Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber, in conversation with Keir Starmer. Now, it has to be said that this current British government, the Labour Party, are never really for the arts, and it's fascinating to see how they've already cut swathes of arts funding, which is going to be very impactful. Not only that, we're all going through a cost of living crisis and, new productions are being halted, tours, things like that, because they have to worry about whether you and I can still afford to sit in those wondrous seats in some of those brilliant Frank Matcham theatres that are still up to date. But here's the bigger issue, you see. When you are invited to an event like that, what you really are supposed to do is align yourself to that particular party. It is political after all. So it came as something of a shock, I've been told, to the many people at the very head of the table inside 10 Downing Street to see this. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. You all right? Yes, it's a nice sort of dusky period right now, here in the very heart of a wet, cold, and some might say soon to be snowy London town. Whatever you're doing, do keep yourselves warm. As I said the other day, my biggest trick is a hot water bottle. I just think it's the most economical thing and it can keep you warm for a long time, can't it? You've got one. Have you got a stone one? The stone ones, I know, are a little expensive now to buy, but they were the originators, weren't they? And they are fabulous. Oh, you keep your feet warm for hours on a stone bottle. Don't get me going. Somebody who could do with heating up, though, of course, is none other than the British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer. Let me tell you this inside track. Do you remember this picture where he was surrounded by all those journalists on the plane? No more of that. Oh, no. That was too frivolous, you see. And he's virtually fallen out with most of the journalists now that were sat around him on the plane. So now you have to have serious pictures of Sir Keir looking studious and rescuing the company. Some might say from his own doing, like this. Here is Andrew Lloyd Webber in support of the farmers in the very heart of Parliament yesterday, and naturally out there lending a very powerful voice. The king of musical theatre came out because he basically said he agrees with the farmers and everything that's going wrong. It had a huge turnout. What's the problem? This. Behind the scenes, you see, Sir Keir Starmer thought that actually Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber might be quite good for tapping up for funds, as it were, perhaps helping the coffers, you can understand, can't you? And seeing a piece of footage like this basically says that now he allegedly has turned against Sir Keir. Many, of course, are now lining up to do the same, but that's by the by. And this is what's fascinating about politics and entertainment. As I said at the start of the video, the Labour Party are not known for backing the arts. As I said, they've already cut swathes of investment. So it shocked a lot of people to see Andrew Lloyd Webber at that particular party. But fast forward only a couple of weeks, if you like, and now he's obviously now against certain things that the government are doing. Will this be impactful of his musical empire, his brand new ventures? Either way, this does not look good. And I've been told from sources inside Downing Street that they are less than impressed at the Lord visiting Parliament Square to support the farmers. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.